Hello everyone, it's Lady Irene with another BJD video. Well, this is another Summarized Sunday video, rather. So, actually, it was funny because I was like, man, what am I going to say every week? But I actually did do something, and I do apologize for not recording it, but I don't have the setup for YouTube Live to show BJD projects yet because all I use for a camera right now is my phone. So, once the school year starts and I start making more money because, I don't have as much money in the summertime, then I'll invest in a camera and all that. But the point is, I did do something. And honestly, I'm surprised I got it done as quickly as I did. So, and it's right here. And sorry for all the junk to that side. This is my work desk, my computer's here, all my BJD works and supplies are like erasers, elastic, all this other crap. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna move it. Point is, though, I started making D&D characters into BJDs, and let me grab Finry. Finry is my character from a game that I played about, owing money to some corporation that brings you back to life if you die, and you owe money every time you do. And you just do missions for them. That's not the point though. So this is Finry from that game. And then this is my fiance's character, Shin, so she's a halfling. That's why I made her, I think she's 24, 26 centimeters. So she's a halfling, rogue. Yeah, no, so original. And then he is a tiefling ranger. And his favorite color is purple, so he made him purple. And I was just like, well, I'm never going to find a purple doll, so I have to dye it. So that blank doll from the ring doll Yumeo, I think is the name. I dyed the doll. Did some body blushing because he's really beaten up and scarred. Because he doesn't want to owe money to the company, so he doesn't, get a new body. So he's really scarred up, went through some traumatic battles. That's why, Finry's not done either. She has rings around her eyes, but I need to change her eyes pink because she's been mind-controlled before. And so, story-wise, I feel like I've looked it up and some people are like, oh yeah, eye color change could be a symptom of that. And I was like, that's really cool, so I picked that up. But this is Shin, and doll nudity, because I don't have clothes. I actually just ordered a wig, eyes, clothes. The only thing I'm missing is shoes and weapons. So this is him. The dye job did not turn out perfect, but it works out for his character because he's scarred. He's, really damaged on the surface and probably mentally too. So, and the head cap was the test piece, so that's why it looks really different. I didn't go back and re-dye it to make it match because it's going to be covered anyways. But this is Shin. I don't know how much, I guess he should be in frame. So, it's hard to see because he's a dark purple, but I'll get a closer look. He has huge scar, really bad scarring going down his face to his chest. And then I've added some cuts, and there's a bite on his arm. And this is the first time I've done a face up. I've never done eyebrows before. I have another modded doll that's not dyed. I blushed this one. The entire thing is blush. So, and when the blushing wears off, I will dye him because I'm not doing this again. But this is the other major mod I've done before. My ghoul from Fallout. Because I had a friend run a homebrew Fallout game. So this was my character's NPC lover. So, and I just had this doll, so that's why he exists before her. Point is, this is the only other face I've ever done that's not on a pre-existing face up, and he doesn't have eyebrows, so you don't have to worry about the symmetry. His lips and nose are missing. He's all like pretty much a rotting corpse. So there was a lot of like non-traditional things I need to worry about. So I don't know how to do a traditional face up. I'm gonna put you over here. I don't want you falling. And I actually haven't done the lips yet. I need to go back and do that. But let me get you a closer look. Sorry, I'm trying to... There we go. This is terrible lighting. It honestly is. Let me get better lighting. Alright, so better lighting. I can get the focus. So there's the big scarring tissue. And there's his eyebrows for the first time, my eyebrows. Now, I will say, oh my god, the focusing game is not strong with me. It's really hard to see the details, but, sorry, this is terrible. Like, I've added some white in there. So, you know, it wasn't just, black lines. But I also feel like this should probably be a little bit higher. I don't know. I was struggling especially on this side, too. Symmetry's not my strong point. But he's got some scratches here. I think the scar work is obviously my clearly better point. I think I like doing scar work because it doesn't matter if it's perfect. Got a slash here. Some scratches there. Now the bite, I'm not sure if it came out the way I wanted it. So let's see if we can. They really, camera, I'm gonna need you to not focus on that. So I tried to do like a bite mark. See like the two major canine fangs. I don't know. That one's my weakest one, I think. Let's get your legs out of my way. I think my favorite part are the hands. So I put some cuts on his hands because he is, you know, a ranger, but he uses like a sword or something. I actually don't remember. It's my fiance's character. So he's got some cuts on his hand. This is his right hand, his dominant hand, so I think it would have more cuts. Here's his left. There's nothing on that side. And then he's got like this weird cut slash like burn going on. And then the last part is his abdomen. I put some cuts here. Maybe he's been stabbed. Or like a sword would shink through his side. And that's about it. The scarring does go to the back of the neck. So that's about it too. Kind of leaving the legs out of it. And the reason for that is you'd be aiming for vital areas, so you wouldn't really aim for legs unless you're trying to incapacitate them. And even then, you probably just try to knock them out. So he's a 1/4 scale, and I did all the math to make sure my halfling would be to scale. And if she seems a little too short for a halfling, she's actually kind of short for a kind of short for a halfling. So, and I haven't asked Shin's height, but honestly, we have to go with the sculpt we want. So, even if she does seem kind of short, she is actually short for even a halfling. But yeah, that is Finri and Shin. And I did the dye work in one night. I think I figured out what I did wrong. I think I had the water too hot. I found the instructions I found said have it at a boil. And then I was looking at videos and after the fact, and they were like, have it right before boiling. And I'm like, Yeah, your dye work did come out better. But I think a lot of it is also the resin texture. So I'm getting a lot of different lines, and I don't know if that's because the seam lines were sanded off, so it's a different texture. So I'm wondering if you do a really fine grit sanding on your doll, if it would change everything. Like if you did an even sanding, right, the whole texture would be the same there, and you don't have to rely on the company having the texture all the same. So I'm wondering if I should do that for my next one, because I do need to dye another doll, and that would be a dragon who's been oh, this is shameful. This is a dragon doll. It's my second doll. I took him apart like 5 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna blush him, blah blah. He's even sprayed to be blush. I was like, I'm gonna airbrush, blah 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 blah. I never got to it, and I'm sorry. I feel really bad. He's been like that for a while now. And my dog is sniffing around. He's like, where did everyone go? But, so that's my next project. Aside from a bunch of face-ups, which after doing eyebrows, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just send them off. Like for the ones that I have the big, projects to do, like the dyeing or the modding, I'll do it. That's fine. I like doing scar work anyways. I think the challenge here was he's purple. And like, what reference do you have for purple scarring, right? I'm still gonna add some reds into certain parts, and the reason is because blood. But maybe not. Maybe like a reddish purple. Because you wouldn't really see the pinkness of the red of the blood, because I mean, you only see it because you don't have pigment if you're white. So I'm figuring things out right now. Let's see, for the other dolls. Yeah, she needs a face up. She needs horns. He needs horns. He needs horns. I got some accessories that need to be done. I have some face ups that need to be done. And then I kind of want to do like small paint work that I don't need someone to do for me. Just like nails, scars, stuff like that. But I think that's it for Summarize Sunday. I think that was a huge update. I still don't have an update on the 2 dolls I have on layaway that are finished being paid for. So whenever those want to ship, I'd really like to have them. They also don't have a face up, and they also are D&D characters, so I'm super excited. I'll probably send their faces off. Probably, yeah, I most likely will, because I did eyebrows once and I didn't like it. I don't like it. It's not an enjoyable. It actually wasn't that bad. It's just when I was done with it, I was like, huh. I'm unsure about the results of this. I will say eye lines and stuff. I'm gonna look up videos for that. That was a nightmare. I just made them dark and like Hagrid, like, you know, he's been through some shit, because he has. But that's about it. I already did videos on everything else, pretty much. I might get my fiance involved in some doll videos. I think those are pretty cute and fun to be like, can you name all my dolls? Blah, 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 blah. Those type of videos. So, yeah. Look forward to that if it happens. Sorry. I'm all over the place. And don't forget, I do have an Instagram and a Twitch, so I did post videos of like the process for him on my Instagram, which I'll link below. I am doing Twitch. We just played Raft yesterday, and I think we're at the end game, which we're gonna finish next Saturday. So I think it's the end game. Like if you saw it, you'd be like, yeah, that looks like end game stuff. So, and I think today we're gonna stream some Dead by Daylight, because it's my favorite multiplayer online game, like, you know, one where there's not really a storyline. Well, trust me, they have a lot of lore. No one reads it. They're just there for the games. So if you're interested in that, I'll be streaming that today. If you're interested in Raft, I'll be probably finishing that up on Saturday, and all the VODs are on my Twitch channel. So, and you don't even need a Twitch account to watch them. You just need to go to my channel and watch them. So if you're like, I don't even want to make a Twitch account, that's fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Twitch, Instagram, dye doll, first dye job, first eyebrows, not first scars, because I would consider my ghoul my very first scars, and he's my first mod for subtractive mods with the Dremel. So, and that was done a while ago, like a few years. But yeah, that's it. Bye everyone.